Bell County officials said damage from the tornado stretched over 8 miles. It caused power lines to go down, creating power outages in the area. It could take days to get the lights back on since debris is still covering up those power lines. Crews are already working to clean up the area, but this is just the beginning of a long road to recovery.
Thoughts and prayers for all the first responders, all the state agencies, all the individuals out here, and the private property owners that are going to be working for days, if not weeks, if not months, to clean up and to rebuild and repair.
The damage was extensive, but fortunately no one died in the storm. However, 23 people were injured, with 12 taken to the hospital and 1 currently in critical condition. Of those injured, that includes an entire family of 4. The Rio family, including their young children, were hospitalized and scheduled for surgeries on Tuesday. 6 News' Bailey Bates spoke with the grandmother of the family, who was watching the storm herself when she got a heartbreaking call.
Bell County residents saw it forming above. A violent tornado that would touch down and leave devastation in minutes. That's when Genoveva Granado received a phone call from her daughter.
She was just saying, Mom, my children, the tornado, it just took my children.
Granado's daughter Vanessa and her husband Joel and their 2 kids, one 6 years old, the other just an infant, were in the direct path of the EF3 tornado.
And just flipped them, just swapped them out of their home and just left them laying.
Joel Rio has worked for Solana Ranch for more than a decade, and that's where him and his family live.
It's just shocking to get here and see what happened.
Mike Michaud was the owner of the ranch and says the Rios are a part of their family, and walking up to see what happened at their property wasn't easy.
We immediately rushed over to hopefully find that they were okay, but when we got here, things looked very, very grim.
Traveling through the ranch to find the Rios, but only to find rubble, as all 4 members of the family had been taken to the hospital.
You can see the cinder block back there where they had their house. It was a mobile home, but it was a relatively new one. And on the other side of that disaster there, we went and looked, and you can see the twisted metal of the frame of their mobile home, and obviously nothing is there.
A community now rallying behind survivors as they keep getting better each day. Stefan Perez is the brother to Vanessa Rio. He has organized a GoFundMe to get the family back on their feet.
Seeing how fast Salado came together to donate diapers and formula for my sister, for her kids, and seeing how fast everything's just developed over time.
And now everyone is picking up the pieces.
We need to get this cleaned up, and I don't want them to come back to this. They don't need to see this, honestly.
To get the Rios on the road to recovery.
Now, 6 News has gotten word that the Rios family is getting better, but they lost everything in the storm. The community has started a GoFundMe to help the family for their return from the hospital. If you'd like to donate, head over to our website, kcentv.com. If you were affected by the storm, don't forget to report the damages to the Texas Division of Emergency Services by scanning the QR code on your screen right now. Now, it doesn't guarantee you will get aid, but it does help the state assess whether or not your community needs relief assistance in general.